today's lesson will be on inertia. Okay, so we'll look at the one question which deal with the explanation. Okay, the first question, okay, 2.1. Okay, it looks at a scenario that we all experience. Okay, when the bus stops. Okay, when you're standing on a bus and when the bus stops suddenly, okay, you'll find that you will be flung forward or you'll be thrown forward. So the question requires you to explain why. Okay, remember when we talk about flung forward, throw forward, we are actually looking at a change in motion. Okay, so what motion are we looking at? Is from start to stop. So this is one cue to tell students to use this topic, what we know as inertia. Okay, because students tend to want to use Newton's law to explain what happened to the thing and talking about resultant force, all this, but this is not what the question is intended. Okay, so the question wants the students to actually use inertia to tackle the problem to get the marks. Okay, so the correct answer or the common answer that we're looking for is like this. Okay, the explanation to the question will be the inertia, the person inertia, and when you write the question, okay, what we're looking at when we look at inertia is the person inertia to change from when it's moving, okay, to stopping. So this inertia or this reluctancy is what causing the person to be flung out of the bus or flung forward of the bus. So when the bus stops, the person is actually still continue to move. Okay, as a result of this unbalance or these situations, you'll find that the bus stopping but the person still continuing to move, and this will result in the person being thrown forward. Okay, or vice versa when the motion is reversed. So when the bus starts to move forward, okay, so initially the person and the bus is stopping, is not moving. So when the bus is moved forward, but the person is still remain at rest. Okay, the bus move forward, but the person is at rest. As a result, the person will have this feeling of being jerked backward or being thrown backwards. Okay, so that's what I mean by this due to inertia. Okay, so what the common answer that we have is look at the definition for inertia. Okay, which is here, the definitions. Okay, the answer usually draw references to the definitions. Okay, which means I need the students or teachers need the students to state the keyword like reluctancy, okay, or the ease of change of motion, and what motion are we talking about. You need to talk about whether it's start to stop or stop to start. Okay, and primarily I also need the students to know that inertia is actually due to the mass. So here we are looking at three particular set of keywords for one answer. So the use of keywords like reluctancy, the use of keywords like changing the motion, okay, and followed by stating that it's due to the mass. Okay, so if you look at the answer given, you will find that yes, I uses the keyword reluctancy, and the writer has not mentioned, or the student has not mentioned what motion am I talking about. Okay, in this particular setting. Okay, in this case, you'll find that mass is actually not a keyword because the question is not comparing about two situations. It's not about one skinny guy and one big size guy. It's just with the same person. So in this case, mass is actually not in the answer. A better answer would be like this. Okay, whereby the student actually wrote almost the same thing, but what he changed is that he now states what particular motion is the question referring to. Okay, and to be on the safe side, he also made references to the mass, and he uses the correct keywords of reluctancy. Okay, both answers are actually as good as each other, but just that with reference to exam, we reference to keywords and how markers mark. Okay, the use of keywords will be important in these situations. Okay, but I repeat again, both answers show good understanding of inertia. Okay, but it's just that second answer here will refer to the use of keywords which is relevant to the marking. Okay, so I do hope students will realize that keywords is actually one of the essential things in the exam. Okay, the other question we have is another situation, but here what we have is change in motion. How the clue towards this is when you have moving on lorries and it suddenly come to a stop. So there is what we call a change in motion. Okay, so a possible answer, which is a good answer, will be he mentioned about the log inertia, the reluctancy of the log to change the motion. Okay, one motion we are looking at. Okay, and what's the results? As a result, when the lorry stops, the log actually continue to move forward. So when the lorry stops, okay, so when the lorry was moving just now, okay, so the lorry was moving, okay, the log is moving, okay, so even the passenger is moving in this instance. So what happened now is that when the lorry stops, okay, person may stop in time, but what happened to the log is because from move to stop, okay, the mass of the log, which is quite heavy, it takes time for the mass to stop. So there is a time lag, or what we call there's reluctancy for the log to change its motion. The change in motion is not instant. So as a result, the log will continue to move forwards, okay, when the lorry and the person actually stops. And this actually causes a problem, and this will actually crush the helper. Okay, this is a very good answer. Okay, but if you look at in terms of marking, the keywords that we are referring to is, remember the keywords with reference to definitions. The student need to make use of, need to write reluctancy. He need to state what motion are we talking about. Okay, and the student need to make references to mass, okay, to show that he or she has actually understand the topic. Okay, so that's the answer. The two answers, I repeat, are equally good. The only thing that I change is actually the keyword, the use of keywords here. Okay, the change of keyword stating the motion, actually reaffirm that mass is the motion or the inertia is actually due to the mass itself. Okay, so students, please take note of the keywords. Okay, your answer should make reference to the keywords that is being used. Okay, so please take note of the keywords in your answering techniques. Okay, I hope this will help you. Okay, see you.